And hello YouTube. So today we're going to be looking at one of my recorded battles, one of my replays. It'll be my latest one, which is Carthage versus Arevaci. There we go. Just open this up. So, as I'm guessing you may have seen from the title of the video, I did in the end win this, but as you can see from their army already, it's not looking great for them. They've brought 5 Black Slingers, 1 Iberian, 2 Noble Fighters, and 3 Celtiberian Cavalry. Now, the problem with this is, number one, the layout of their army. They've got, we're just going to put this in slow motion for 1 minute, they've got their 4 Lusitani Iberian Spearmen, actually no, we'll just leave this playing, out front protecting their 6 units of slingers. They need me to approach slowly so that their Balearic slingers can get as many kills as possible. This is, right here, 2,500 talents of skirmishers plus another couple of hundred, so about 3,000 talents worth of skirmishers. This has got to get kills. This is a huge chunk of their army. Now they do a very strange thing here, is they leave their Celtiberian Cav, their 3 Celtiberian Cav, they've got them all sat on one side in this strange sort of 2 here and 1 here formation. They've got it all on one side, and that when they move the rest of their army up, they don't move this up. Now I don't know whether this is a new player and they're not too great with micro yet, but yeah, that was a slight mistake, and I see this, and I start to move around my Iberian Cav, which I've brought to run down skirmishers. Of course, there's quite a few of them. And my other cavalry off to this wing, seeing there's a cavalry deficiency on their left-hand flank, my right-hand flank. Now I see this at the start, and I'm thinking, right, well, my infantry, I've got 3 mercenary Scutari and 3 mercenary Samnite warriors as my main infantry corps, and then a mercenary noble fighter to back them up, and 2 mercenary Iberian swords, and in the front 3 Libyan peltasts on each flank, a Carthaginian Cav, a Scutari Cav, and a Libyan hoplite, and 1 Iberian cavalry. Now I see this, and I know that any of my swordsmen will cut through their Iberian spearmen so quickly they won't have time to react. So what I do is I match them 1 for 1. I take up 1 mercenary Samnite warrior and my 3 mercenary Scutari that are on this flank, and I just start to push them up. I see that his Scutari, or their Scutari, sorry, is so far back, it's not going to get there in time to affect this battle, to affect this fight in any way. And I use my Libyan pelters to block incoming fire, and here they only manage to get 1 charge off, which is fairly ineffectual, as I get a counter charge off, and over here this Iberian Spearman, as you can see, is going to go down horribly quickly, already down to 60 men, and wavering already. My Libyan pelters taking shots at his Balearic slings, and this is all going to go very quickly. They start to bring up their Scutari. I'm going to block off with mercenary Samnite warriors. Over here, they haven't even moved their Scutari yet, so that's going very well. And a lot of their slingers, well, I say a lot, no, yeah, a lot. 4 units of slingers get caught up in the infantry engagement up front. And as you can see, I have taken very few losses across the line. So this is going very well for me now. I bring up Iberian swordsmen to hurl javelins in. I was hurling javelins into Balearic slingers, but I see they've been caught up in the fight a lot, so I just stopped that. I bring over Scutari to help out with this fight, to wrap that up. Mercenary Scutari keep on charging through into the Balearic slings, and noble fighters start to come up. This is quite scary, because they are going to bust through this mercenary Scutari quite quickly. Well, I thought they were anyway, because headhunt would mean they would break through amazingly quickly. And as you can see off the charge, they've already got about 20 kills with some supporting fire. On the flanks, not much is happening. One of my cavalry units gets engaged with their Celtiberian Cav. I engage with Libyan hoplites, and will eventually bring this Carthaginian Cav round. Over here the same thing happens. They're a bit quicker on their micro, and they manage to catch my Carthaginian Cav without a charge. However, my Carthaginian Cav do hold up very well just there, and I bring my Scutari Cav round and engage. Over here I've got Scutari who are chasing off some Balearic slingers, and they're about to get recharged by noble fighters, so that's not great. So over here, and I've brought in my Iberian Cav to the rear of these units. They're going to get some kills, but not many, but I do get a nice morale penalty just there. However, this was fairly crucial. These noble fighters were engaged from the front with my mercenary Scutari, and you can see I just brought around my Libyan Peltas and unloaded into the side of them. Hundreds and hundreds of javelins flying in here, murdering them by the dozen. Now in the end, they're still going to manage to rout my mercenary Scutari, but by the time that they have, they're down to so few men that I'm able to just mob them with all of my Libyan Pelters. And I think by the time they actually engage, there are only 28 of them left, so I'm feeling very good about that. My mercenary Iberian Cav does rout here. I'll bring my more mercenary Iberian swords. Over here, the battle's been going, well, not terribly, as you can see. Scutari very badly damaged up against mercenary Iberian swords, with noble fighters ready to help. And this moment is quite crucial as well. As you can see, these guys are not doing too great over here. It looked bad with my Iberian sword outflanked, but there were very few men. But here, I brought the warrior general, so I managed to intimidate them, to prevent them from using headhunt, charging with my own noble fighters, and then once they're engaged, I immediately pop headhunt, and they start dropping fairly quick, actually about the same rate as my own noble fighters, which is interesting. It's not too terrible. I guess they might have got a better charge off, but yeah, that will swing in my favour as I manage to wrap up my left flank. Eventually I will be able to wrap up my right flank as well, as my Iberian swords and Scutari manage to kill off the rest of theirs. My Libyan Peltists swamp and kill their noble fighters. And at this point they start routing due to army losses, and I engage and kill the last fighters. And that was the end of that, really. So yep, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.